Hi, this is Mato. In this video, I will show you Game 5 from World Chess Championship 2013. Magnus Carlsen had white pieces and he started with c4. Anand played e6, d4, d5, knight to c3, c6, semi-Slav defense. And Carsen played e4, martial gambit. Pawn takes pawn on e4, knight takes on e4. Bishop to b4 check. It is white to move. How should white continue? Bishop to d2 or knight to c3? Bishop to d2 is the most popular move and it is considered the better move in theory. Carlsen played knight to c3. This may become more popular now. Well, let's have a look what happens if bishop goes to d2. The main line goes like this. Queen takes on d4. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes knight, check. Bishop to e2. Knight to a6, attacking the bishop. Bishop to a5. Can you see the threat? b6. Queen to d6. Bishop to d7. What happens if pawn takes bishop? Then rook to d1. Okay, so we have bishop to d7, bishop to c3, f6, knight to f3, knight to e7, castling, queen takes on e2, queen takes on d7, king to f7, rook from h to e1, queen takes pawn on c4. Black is 2 pawns up, but white has better activity for the pieces. Well, this is martial gambit. We have in our game knight to c3. Anand played c5, a3, bishop to a5, knight to f3, knight to f6, bishop to e3, knight to c6, pressure is on the pawn on d4. Queen to d3, defending the knight and preparing castling queenside. C takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight to g4, attacking the cardinal. Good alternative move is knight to e5, attacking the queen. We have knight to g4, Carlsen castle the queenside. Knight takes on e3. How should white recapture? With queen, preserving neat pawn structure, or with the pawn? How would you recapture? Carlsen recaptured with pawn. Well, if queen takes on e3, that is a bad move. How should black continue now? Then bishop to b6, and after knight from c to e2, black can castle, or perhaps play queen to f6 and black is better. Okay, we have f takes on e3, bishop to c7, knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, queens are exchanged, bishop takes on d8, bishop to e2. Who is better, white or black? Black has a bishop pair, but white has a lead in the development. Both players have 3 pawn islands. And note that black light square bishop is blocked by his own pawns. The game continued. King to e7, bishop to f3, attacking the pawn on c6, bishop to d7, defending, knight to e4. White knight would love to jump to gc, c5 square, or in some variations to d6. Bishop to b6, c5, black to move. Anand played f5. Is bishop to c7 better? If bishop to c7, then knight to d6 and white is better. Knight is extremely well placed on d6. Okay, so we have f5, attacking the knight. Pawn takes bishop. Pawn takes knight on e4. b7. Rook from 8 to b8. Bishop takes pawn on e4. Rook takes pawn on b7. Rook from h to f1. Who do you think stands better now? White is slightly better. Both white rooks are controlling open files. White bishop on e4 is better than his counterpart on d7. And black has now 4 pawn islands. The game continued. Rook to b5. The idea may be to play rook to e5 and to win the pawn on e3, of course, after the bishop moves. Rook to f4. g5, attacking the rook. Rook to f3. h5. Rook from d to f1, threatening rook to f7. Bishop to e8. Black light square bishop is a busy boy now, defending c6 pawn and f7 square. Bishop to c2. Rook to c5, pinning the bishop. Rook to f6. h4, increasing the scope of the bishop. e4. a5, perhaps preventing b4. King to d2, unpinning. Planning bishop to b3, adding pressure on the pawn on e6. Rook to b5, preventing bishop to b3 and also attacking the pawn on b2. b3. Bishop to h5. King to c3. Rook to c5 check. King to b2. Rook to d8. This rook was waiting long time to get into the game. The threat is rook to d2. Rook from 1 to f2. Rook to d4. This is a very good move. Rook to h6, attacking the bishop. Bishop to d1. Bishop to b1. Rook to b5. Perhaps at this stage Anand was very pleased with his position. King to c3, attacking the rook. c5. Anand is threatening checkmate. Just a random move to show you what's going on. And then rook takes on b3, checkmate. So we have rook to b2, defending the pawn. e5. Rook to g6, attacking the pawn on g5, and Anand played a4. Better move was g4, defending the pawn. We have a4. Rook takes on g5. Rook takes on b3 check. Rook takes rook. Bishop takes rook. Rook takes on e5, and Carsen is a pawn up. King to d6. Rook to h5, attacking the pawn on h4. Rook to d1, attacking the bishop on b1. Check. King to d5. Bishop to h7, threatening check, x-raying the bishop on b3. It is black to move. What would you do? Critical position of the game. Anand played rook to c1, and this is a blunder. better move was rook to a1, and the line goes like this: bishop to g8 check, then king to c6, bishop takes bishop, rook takes on a3, king to c4, a takes on b3, and white hasn't got a pass pawn in this variation. Very dangerous pass pawn on a file. In our game we have rook to c1, king to b2, rook to g1, bishop to g8, king to c6, check, pushing black king back, king to d7, and now bishop takes on b3, pawn takes bishop, king takes on b3, and white has a dangerous pass pawn that gives him a decisive advantage. Rook takes on g2, rook takes pawn on h4, king to e6, a4, dangerous pass pawn is marching to a8, king takes on e5, a5, king to d6, rook to h7, cutting off black king from the 7th rank, king to d5, a6, c4 check, king to c3, attacking the pawn, a7, king to c5. It is white to move. White played a move and black resigned. That is h4. Anand resigned. One line goes like this: king to d5, then h5, rook to a3 check, king to b4, rook to a6, h6, king to d4, rook to d7, king to e5, h7, king to e6, rook to g7, king to f6, pawn is pushed and promoted to queen. We can stop here. That is why in this position Anand resigned. What a fight, what a game, and what do you think of this game? That is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.